another edition of Knicks Morning Koffee. I don't even know where to start because let's start with the Spurs game last night. Step all into it. I know you probably seen it, Joey. It looked like it wasn't going nowhere.
My blood pressure was about to go up at the end. That's all I knew.
Yeah, but I was actually watching it relaxed because I was like, you got the 6. You want more, but you do have the 6. Mm-hmm. So I was actually kind of watching it like relaxed. Mm-hmm. And I've seen something where Wally's the most positive about the Knicks that you see on TV. Mm-hmm. And even he thought it was over. And then lo and behold, we always talked about the Knicks having comeback ability. Mm-hmm. Not just coming back, fighting to get there, and then losing it, coming back and winning. So, and then the bittersweet part is that the other teams keep winning too. Mm. So yeah, that was a great comeback. Alec Burks coming back off injury.
And I'm fine with that, as long as we doing what we supposed to do as they are too.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I could ask for. I didn't really care that we all tied. If we end up in 5th, 6th.
Well, I mean, there's a method to all of that though when it comes to that. When it comes to that standing, because you got to think about. All right, right now we tied for 5th, but we still sit in the 6th, right? Mm-hmm. So the way they break down the scenario, 4th is not out of the question. It's just that the way that they got to fall out with, okay, we have the tiebreaker over Atlanta. Mm-hmm. The only way for us to get that tiebreaker is for us to win out in Atlanta to lose 1. Now we got 2 games and they have 1 left. So that at least will give us a game over them in the standings. And then the same thing with Miami. Miami got the tiebreaker over us. Mm. So they got 2 games left. And then they have to lose 1 and we win 2. Mm. So we could still end up in 4th. It's a long shot. And it's even a long shot really now to end up in 5th, depending on what Miami do. And I thought Miami having to play Philly and Milwaukee back-to-back, they ended up beating Philly last night. So now they got Milwaukee today. So, and then I think they got an easier game. Even though everybody's beating everybody, they got an easier game after that. So our best chance was that Laker game, and then win out. Then it didn't matter. We would have had the 1 game lead over both of them.
Yeah, but I knew Burks and quickly that hurted us on the scoring.
Yeah, but I mean, I know, but even with that it came down to 2.
We can be like it's obvious that we can be down 1 of them. We can't be down both of them.
No, but that didn't cause us the game though. That'll cause us the game, and probably moving forward. But in that Laker game, we had a chance to win it easy in regulation, and then in overtime the same thing. So it affects. So I'm gonna jump down to that part because like RJ was super again at the end of the game last night. So it's like it's not a knock on RJ, but I'm saying this: RJ, his stroke came alive at the end, but we need a steady diet through the game of RJ because. In all these moments, all these clutch moments in these games, for whatever the reason, RJ finds himself in that position to get the ball. Now, is he left open for a reason? That also could be. But I remember also looking at the Laker game on our last possession that RJ had gotten. RJ was stationed at the foul line, right? And Bullock was stationed way on the other side of the court. So I already knew RJ was getting the shot just from where he was at and the way the Knicks do the rotating. But we have to put people in position to get those shots. It's got to be diagrammed, And so RJ has to me, it's got to be more impactful because now teams they don't know where to scramble to. Maybe they are leaving you open for a reason, but then you have to knock them down.
If that's the case, where's the assistant coaches or the development?
Well, no, this one is now on tips.
I'm talking about, I'm talking about, even
if he shoots better. He shoots way better.
Yeah, RJ Barrett's doing
so
good.
The coaches are doing excellent in that sense.
Oh, no, to me, RJ Barrett's doing good, but now at that point, he need to take that and say, I'm going to get that shot, so now I got to practice that.
Well, I'm sure he is because he shoots better. Like last night, he comes alive at the end of games. But we need in those situations, he's got to take it because he's got to have that dog mentality. But you have to be able to knock them shots down. In all those moments, like your percentage got to be 8 for 10 in those type of moments because you're in that situation. The only other situation it could be if you diagram to make sure that Randall or Bullock get that shot. Then you can say, okay, they're 50% chance they're gonna make it. So you're comfortable with it going up. You know, and that's the only slight knock if I had to have one on RJ. Again, he's still young. Yeah, we know what he could be, but we're talking about right now in the thick of things. You know, we need RJ on all those clutch shots. You know, not this game and then 2 or 3 other games. You know, but again, the other guys being out, that didn't even really play a factor in that Laker game because we had 2 great opportunities to win. So you know what we're gonna do on that. We can't do too much on that. So then getting back to even the scenario with the standings, it's at such that we don't even know who the Knicks gonna play.
Yeah, because I'm over here looking now. It's like I play Milwaukee.
Well, the top 3 teams might not even be Milwaukee the way they going. It might the Nets of Philly may fall. Philly need one more win to clinch. So everybody's out of whack. So you don't know if you got. Chances are, to me, you're gonna have Milwaukee. You know,
I feel like Tibbs would have a better scheme to stop Milwaukee than it would be harder to stop the Nets.
Well, the Nets would be the only hard one, only because no matter what you do defensively, they're gonna shoot. So you really relying on the fact that they're gonna be off on certain times because they're gonna put the shots up. The other ones you can scheme more against. Yeah, Milwaukee, you could scheme better, but it's nice if you could get to that 5th seed. And which too, if you get the 5th seed and it's going to be hard to get Miami now because Atlanta already won 2, so there's no way to probably get Miami. So if you can get the 5th seed and you end up getting Atlanta, yeah, you could definitely wear Atlanta down. Now the thing with Milwaukee and Philly, if you were to get them, your best hope for them is you're going to bring the Knicks are going to bring 48 minutes. And even if you got swept every game, they're going to bring 48 minutes and they're going to bring 4 games right in your face defense.
Yeah, Philly, it won't even be. It'd be like Tobias Harris that be coming up.
Well, yeah, but the key, but you slow down Ben. The key got to be Ben, because you know the key got to be force Ben to shoot. Don't let Ben get in transition and start picking you apart. Because now all their shooters, you know, Shake Milton, Curry, you know, Harris. Now they got shooters. So you don't want that. You don't want everybody scrambling to be out of position and then Embiid explodes down low. I think take away the transition game of Simmons because you're gonna be in people's face all day. And Tibbs, he just makes his adjustments. They come in at the last quarter of games, so you got to be close when you're making the adjustment. So your chances are good no matter who you play. But it'd just be nice to get a first cushion, you know, and now you can almost see yourself in the second round. And if you're rolling enough to get to the second round, again, it goes back to why not us? You know, which is why, you know, even the both of us with Knicks Morning Koffee, from the preseason game, when everybody was picking no way for the playoffs, and looking at what we were doing, that we said if we could get a steady diet of what they was doing, why not us? So we start standing watching from the beginning of the season and start looking at, okay, we keep pace with these, we're there. And then lo and behold, we're here. So it's a celebration time right now because we in the 6th seed without the play-in game. And not only we in the 6th seed without the play-in game, we have people concerned. You know, I was telling somebody yesterday on the phone that this is what was big for me for the Laker game, even before the Laker game. And they were talking about the preseason thing that LeBron, now how true this is, I don't know. LeBron is supposed to come back during the Knicks game. He decided because of his injury, no, I'm going to wait and wait another game, even though he didn't come back the Knicks game either, because the Knicks are so physical. Let me come back against an easier opponent. Now, just the thought, true or not, that people are saying that people are putting the Knicks in that category shows that you have arrived.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't on the come up. You arrived because now teams are worried about you physically. You know, to me, we ain't no physical team. We're in your face team with defense, but we ain't physical.
I feel like we physical. We just not humorous with it.
We're not dirty.
Yeah, we're not dirty. We are physical because you see, we always get into some type of shoving match with somebody.
Yeah, but I look
Burks
at
gets into shoving
closeouts.
matches,
You
Bullock
know.
gets into shoving matches.
Yeah. Well, all right. In that sense,
Even,
yeah. Hard-nosed defense.
Look at what's the name in his eye. Noel's getting into shoving matches. They just shoved him last night. You know what I mean? So we not really catching what we doing because we doing it so smooth. Cause we doing what we supposed to do on defense. So people just not cutting through the middle. You know, you put a body on somebody. People just not doing that on the Knicks.
Yeah,
we're getting in the passing lanes.
Well, when we rotate.
Yeah,
excellent. Yeah, and that's something too that you know that they practice a lot.
Yeah, we're trusting the person next to us.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets a little crazy in the paint because we just figuring our centers are just gonna block it. I think we're kind of leaning on that.
Yeah, but you know what? I tell you this. I don't know if they said before that Mitch was maybe going to come back in the playoffs. They're not talking about it now, but we probably can use him because you see how Drummond and somebody else before Drummond, whoever he was playing, they was pushing Nerlens around down there. Even on the foul shots, you know, Drummond was just moving them out of the way to get the offensive rebound.
Nerlens is not a good post defender. What's the name is?
No, it's not. Yeah, but no,
Nerlens is more so like you try to make a quick move and spin move and go up. He's getting that. Yeah. You try to do something on the off ball. He's getting that.
But those people that he's giving 80 pounds away to, and which would be Embiid, you know, then also it come down to Milwaukee. It could be what's the twin, the center on Milwaukee?
Lopez.
Yeah, so you got it. That has to be a factor, something that got to be thought of, because people just can't be moving you out of the way. At least Robinson has the limp.
Last night, like they too skinny. They have some weight on.
Yeah, but I mean, the way they play is good. So again, when you have Robinson, Gibson knows how to leverage you. But if you go up for the shot over top, isn't too much you can do.
I had a quick question about Nerlens Noel, matter of fact. Do you think he should start doing more, like scoring on his own come playoffs, or just leave it how he is? Because I feel like he has it in him, because he was doing it for a little bit. Remember the beginning of the season? He was getting it at the free throw line. He'll do the little shake move like he's a guard and take it to the basket. Do you think that will throw teams off that he's doing that?
It will for a game because
like playoffs, who's gonna? This is another thing.
They won't be expecting it, right?
Yeah, this is another thing about the playoffs. Like certain players play better and do different stuff come to playoffs. I'll take it all the way back to Roy Hibbert. Like, you see somebody that was like he was doing different stuff in the playoffs. Like, what are you doing?
That's because
Jimmy Butler.
Because the game slows down,
Rondo,
so you pick people
different
apart.
In the playoffs.
Yeah,
Deladova that was on Cleveland. Different in the playoffs. Like some
dirty Dover, you mean?
Yeah, dirty.
Yeah.
But I wish we had somebody like that right now. But some people just turn like, who do you think is gonna turn like a man possessed come to playoffs like quickly or something? Like, I don't know.
No, I mean Derrick Rose will be expected. But see, for me, I can't pinpoint it because that's why I say the beauty of making the playoffs is that now you get to see who can be playoff tested. Like I think RJ might be a better playoff player.
Yeah,
because you have to be focused the whole game.
I'm worried about RJ because you know he gets that tunnel vision. Like it's almost like if Taj Gibson don't calm him down, it's almost like he's like in his head. Like
because he's trying to think the game. He's trying to be focused. He's trying to be that person. I mean, you might not be that person yet. That you're trying to be.
That Mamba thing to the
I don't think so. I think that he's just.
So I'm gonna just make the comparison now. I watched the interview with Shaq on All the Smoke, and he was talking about how they didn't want to take the last shot, right? And Kobe wanted to do it, and Kobe took it, and I think he missed like 3 free throws in a row, had his head down, but then the next year he came back.
I remember that.
It was a different Kobe.
No, I remember that.
When
Kobe
I think
was
RJ, I'm not saying he's Kobe, but I think he's getting that same effect. It almost seems like every time you watch him, like really pay attention to RJ. When you watch him, he wants to do more. It's like
he's supposed to.
I'm talking about. Look like he can't wrap his head around what he's trying to do
because he's used to.
It's almost like he's about to explode.
But I'm saying he's used to being. He's 6'6". He's legitimately 6'6", and he's big. So he's used to all his life dominating people, getting to where you got to go. Now that's good for a while, and that's good against certain players. But in the NBA, you're not just dominating your player; you're dominating a team defense. So when he able to figure all of that stuff out, because he can beat his own man. You know, you ever notice too when he's going, he don't go to that left hand driving to the hole like he used to, all the way to the bucket.
No.
Strong. Now he's like floating, and I think everybody now getting that Quigley effect of trying to float the ball.
Yeah, because it's working.
Yeah, but for RJ, do what you do best, and then you be creative. Because somebody made a statement the other night, 2 nights ago, that RJ went left and he should have learned to use his right hand. RJ, he can use both his hands.
Actually, I feel
So
like
Jimmy Jackson was the one that commentated.
With Robinson. Remember I used to say that too? When Robinson get on the court, the game is like totally different. Everybody more relaxed.
Because everybody worrying about that alley-oop.
Yeah.
So when you driving, they don't know whether to come and then you're going to throw it up to Robinson.
So more dunks is happening.
Yeah.
You know,
but
that's probably dunking at
yeah,
that
but that don't
point.
take no brain surgeon to know if I'm driving to the hole and that man stays back on Robinson and I'm already in full force, you know.
But yeah, that's the only thing that worries about me about RJ. It's like he beats himself up on the court.
Because he wants to be what everybody say he going to be. He want to be it now. And again, we said this a few weeks ago, you can live with that because of what Burke is doing. What Burke is giving you allows RJ to grow because Burke is going to be consistent. Even if he's missing, he's going to be consistent on how he gets his shots up.
Because we winning when RJ gets his 20-something, 30 points. We definitely winning the game.
Yeah. So he'll be all right.
So it's been saving us.
Yeah, I'm just more worried about the clutch moments of when RJ finds himself in them clutch moment situations. You know what I mean? Like the percentage got to be higher in knocking them down. Because by the time you get it, you can't defer it to nobody else. So you got to not be in them situations, or you got to, because nobody, like when he got brought back into the game last night at the end, when they was doing offense, defense, I thought he should have stayed on the bench. So if they fouled, now he ended up, I think, was the one to get fouled and made it.
Yeah,
but like, remember, like, why would we even take that chance in them situations? So
I mean, I think it's hard because when you watch him on the court, he's hitting it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. He hit some big ones last night.
He hit big ones.
Yeah.
So, it's almost like,
but it's unknown.
So you know what? It's almost like we being too nitpicky with RJ sometimes.
Listen,
because Quigley can jack up 1,000 shots, but he jacks it up in confidence. We don't say nothing.
Nah, Joey, you gotta understand something.
We are. I feel like we're
not being way too hard.
Everybody
Joey.
was light on Knox.
RJ, listen,
Knox
that's a whole nother story, though.
Yeah, but this is like 5 years.
Joey, RJ is destined for greatness, and that greatness got to be it got to be almost manifested in him. The other guys, they're not destined for greatness. RJ is destined to be that guy. You know, so yes, everybody sees it. So it's like you gotta want him to want more. He does want more. But the little things you do to get more, you might not have to force it to get it. No, RJ, you have to. RJ is loved by New York. We know that, guys. But RJ is destined for greatness, and you got to lean on him.
Yeah, I feel like the way we installed his confidence in the Knicks, I feel like we got to install the same confidence in RJ.
But that's what we're doing.
We didn't do that with Knox. We kind of bad.
Because Knox is not RJ.
But Knox, this is what I say about Knox. I'm lying. Let me take it back. Knox, I feel like we baby Knox to where he's at now. We just said, oh, he could be like a Kevin Durant type. He could be an Ingram type. He could
listen.
And we babied him, and then once we wouldn't get what we want, half of us was mad, and majority of people was
that's not.
You don't want to trade him.
But this the reason, Joey. I gotta tell you, what you're saying is right. But the reason is this with Knox. We weren't going anywhere, so you can baby him a little bit because the Knicks wasn't going nowhere. Now the stakes are higher, and you see Knox ain't even playing.
Yeah, you're not.
RJ is playing. RJ is playing, and RJ hears some of the criticism, and he's fighting through that because he knows himself. My whole life, this is what I'm supposed to be. So right, Knox mentally wasn't even there. Our team wasn't going nowhere, so you was able to put up with Knox's mistakes, that learning curve, because we wasn't going nowhere. You was able to put up with that with Frank because we wasn't going nowhere. Now we're going somewhere from the beginning of the season. So they had Knox on a short chain. I wish it was a way that they would use Knox to his strength. And other than shooting to set him up to shoot, his best strength is getting out and running, and we don't get out and run. That would be his best strength. Now you bring in Alonzo Ball, and you still happen to have Knox next season. Now I guarantee you, Knox will play way, way better.
And DeRozan's a free agent too, right?
Yeah, we're gonna say that one all for. That's a whole.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yeah, that will. Yeah, well, I'm just saying the sense with Knox.
Talk about that today because
we're gonna save that for after the playoffs.
I'm like, he's still playing like
Well, spot player now, but
Well, yeah,
with us, he would be a devastating player. But again, the comparison between Knox and RJ is like night and day from what to expect. Nobody never said that Knox was going to could be at one day a top 10 player in this league. RJ one day can be a top 10 player in this league. You know, so that's the difference. And now imagine this with RJ for his psyche. Okay, you were the so-called Canadian Mamba, right? And then you go to Duke and Zion steals your shine. But now all these other players playing that year and even the year after, these are all guys in AAU and all guys around the world you came up with. Now they probably looked up to you too as that guy. And now you see them getting in their bag and doing their things. Now that's got to play a part on you that I'm supposed to be doing what y'all doing and 10 times more. You know, the John Morant, yeah, you went 2 picks ahead of me, but I'm supposed to be you and some. So yeah, so he knows he's destined for greatness. So, and he needs probably to hear some of that criticism so that he knows everybody else knows he's supposed to be great. No, we're not settling for your missing clutch shots because you RJ Barrett, you're supposed to be this guy, right? So, and we want to get it out of you. We can apologize next year, 2 years from now. But right now, we got to help get you there.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, I did have a brief stint where I was like, come on, RJ, because you look at, what's this dude name that just got drafted? Anthony Edwards. It's almost like, I mean, I don't know how he's doing now, but that impact that he was having for a little while, it was like, damn, wow. RJ,
well, again, different situation, though.
Yeah,
you over there with Cat will get his shot, and then it's you. So RJ's in a different scenario.
Yeah.
He's in total, Randall got the ball. It's accepted. Whatever beefs they had at the end of the game last year, they worked them out, and then they playing, look what got us. So, we can't even argue with that. But even getting back to the stuff for when we do, well, the next show will probably be break down who we're going to play, and then we'll do the breakdown of the players once we find that out. And then we'll come back with the stuff for next year, because I got a whole lot of stuff I want to throw in about what we can do and what we can do. So one thing I will say this to everybody, we know we want another star, free agent star, to move forward next year. But I mean, I got some ideas too that they may not have to be a superstar. A couple of things that we could do and still keep this team intact and even move further than we are this year. Because this is what's impressive to me too for the New York Knicks. When you think about the history. We're ending the season, right? When the season ends in a couple of days, we will be less than 10 games from the number 1 seed in the East. Less than 10. Like that is like crazy to see how far we have come. Like any other time, we 30 games out, 35 games out, 28 games out. We're 8 right now, so we will be less than 10 games from that number 1 seed. And just the fact that we're arguing over, or rather fighting over 4, 5, and 6, when we could have easily been fighting over 8, 9, and 10, or be 11, 12, 13. So this is just incredible. The only thing was missing for me when Boston lost the other day was I was just thinking about DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Like, we in here. So I'm happy. Whatever happens between now and these next 2 games, yeah, I would like to get I ain't going to say easier opponent, but the more simpler opponent. But it is what it is. And we know we're going to be in there. We're going to be bringing it 100%. And I also would like to see Luka get in there a little bit, because he'll be an unknown a few minutes at a time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like Frank to some of these people are unknown to them because they ain't really seen him in clutch moments. Frank's coming down hitting clutch threes.
Frank did have clutch moments though.
But people ain't thinking about
times that Frank had to come in because of foul trouble, and offensively he didn't do much, but defensively he was annoying.
Yeah, but nobody's thinking about him. So you're going to get left open in that corner to get those shots, and he's pulling.
And he's hitting those.
Right. So I'm like, nothing for us to be hanging our head about no matter who we got to play. We in here, and we take the playoffs. We try to get as far as we can get in the playoffs, and then we see what's really missing come next year. So, hey, I don't really got too much more to go on that. I'm happy. Who we got first? We got Charlotte.
Yeah.
Because, they're going to come in here hungry. And then we got Boston. So we do what we got to do, but either way, no matter what happens, hey.
Yeah, I feel like they probably not going to play these games and not try to get hurt. You know what I mean? Derrick Rose probably not going to play to the playoffs, maybe.
Well, again, yeah. Well, if he's injured, but you want them to just get a few minutes, just keep that rhythm, and then pull him, something like that. Yeah. But we sitting in the driver's seat for us. And one thing Tiz is probably already doing is he's breaking down probably first the Milwaukee Bucks. He's probably breaking down everything we're going to have to do for them, and then whatever other teams, he probably already got his schemes wrapped up.
And that should be second nature. I remember when I was playing high school ball, I remember we used to watch the high school games and break down. It was almost like 5 teams.
Yeah.
And used to show like how they playing and who.
Yeah.
It didn't even matter about the person. It was about the schemes they was running.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure all of them should have that iPad. Whatever.
He's gonna make sure because he's gonna do it. Tibbs is gonna do it different than other people. He's gonna do it like Eric Spoelstra do it. Yeah, he's gonna break it down for him. I'm confident in that. The thing is the adjustments. That's the thing. Okay, once you go into the game plan, don't wait too long to make the adjustment. Tibbs usually waits till halftime.
You called it. They got faith in Reggie Bullock. Before, remember, I was like, they don't even look his way. Now they looking for him. And remember, and what's crazy? And that's probably due to Elfrid Payton don't get that much playing time. He start. Yeah. He don't play the whole game. So
when Burke got out is when it happened, though.
Yeah, when Elfrid Payton plays the whole game, it's almost like everybody else. Like, it's hard to look for them because Elfrid Payton's open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now that he's not there all the time, Bullock is like in the corner.
Yeah. But Bullock's thing is one, Burke probably being out, and then the other one was when they go to those late night shoot-arounds that the whole team do, he's probably knocking down 25, 30, 40 in a row. And then you as a teammate watching, you're like, oh, damn, I got to get you the ball. And he said him and Randall, they had discussions about it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Randall shooting like, he ready for the big time. We're going to see now.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. I ain't going to do it.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, how you look at the playoffs, he better take that extension.
Hey, listen, he got his bonus. He got his bonus from the All-Star game and from making the playoffs. So he's almost $2 million richer.
That's what I'm saying. He better take that extension.
Now he's in the driver's seat. Now of course, he's going to be a priority, but he's in the driver's seat. The Knicks, they would be crazy to let him go.
Oh yeah,
really?
Not let him go. But
so and he said he wants to end his career, which is the thing to say.
Now we
give him his money.
Go ahead, gamble. So we got the first round. Randall, go ahead, gamble.
Now I don't give a damn what we do. Because even if he flamed out, that's a learning curve. You come back better next year. You work harder in the summer. So you got to pay Randall his money. And nothing else really out there. Kawhi is he's a free agent still. No. You want to come, you let us know you want to come. Nobody running around here trying to save money for you, look under the mattress for a few extra dollars. You want to come, you come.
So my question is now for everybody in the comments. What's the next goal as a Knicks fan? Because we made it to the playoffs. That was our goal, right? So now our goal to get out the first round.
Because we want to win no matter what. But it comes hand in hand. The experience is going to come from really trying to win. Okay. That's the only way you're going to know. If you're just out there because you got happy to be there, then you're not going to grow.
Because we smiling now.
Listen, I tell you, it's not.
Our blood pressure comes when the playoffs start.
Again, that's when you go back into what we'll need next year. But just getting the superstar is not only going to help us. It's got to be somebody that's coming in here, fitting in. Yeah, they're going to know they're going to come in here and this part of the game is yours. You know that. Okay, you're a star. But you're just going to be to walk in here and think you can just jocking up shots and running down court and waiting for the ball. No, we beyond that now. We've shown now how we can win. Sort of the same way like Toronto did a few years ago when they won a championship. Kawhi walked into a situation, ain't nobody expect y'all to be there. But you was there and you won. Following year, nobody expect Miami to be there. If Miami were to get back there, they'd have a little bit more experience if they were to get back there. And that's what it takes. That's the same thing of what it takes. So Knicks is moving, Knicks is rolling. I'm happy, man. I'm telling you, I don't know what.
Me too. I'm stress-free right now.
All right. So, just remember y'all too, please, to like, comment, subscribe, and share, because we are trying to get our numbers up so we can do more things. And we're going to be with y'all every step of the way. Instagram, we put things up, every day on Instagram too. So we'll try to get those guys to convert over, and then y'all convert over that way too. All right? And if you're doing something, let us know so we make sure we support. All right?
Yes, sir.
We out. Peace.